Now we're going to look at reviewing and publishing our work. There may still be more work to be done here. There are tasks that are incomplete, there may be some signposting missing, some snippets that need to be paraphrased or quoted, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to show you the next few steps. Normally, when using Writing Helper in the snippets stage, you'll finish the work. You'll have iterated back and forth between structure, sources, and snippets to get your piece of work complete, or nearly complete in terms of its content, and you'll start to feel that you're ready to move on to the finessing, the word processing. So the next two stages of review and publish help you take your completed content and move it into Microsoft Word. The review stage shows you the same information you see here in the snippet stage, but more holistically. Let's look at the review stage. You can see each snippet in full, you can still see the tasks and mark them as done, and this gives you another view of your work so far. Note that it still isn't WYSIWYG, it still isn't what you see is what you get, and any spelling mistakes or grammar issues here aren't highlighted to you. You can fix those later in Word because that's what Word is designed to do. But here, by looking through your work so far, you can see how much content you've put into each section. Maybe some sections are too large, too small. You may get a new perspective on your piece of work at this stage. In the publish stage, you get some health checks. You can see how many tasks you've done. You can see how many snippets have some originality issues. In this case, 15 out of 18. That means there are 3 snippets in this piece of work that have been copied and pasted from someone else's work, and we haven't yet quoted them or paraphrased or summarized them. We can see how many of our sources have had their citations completed. We can also see our word count, which is as a proportion of the target that we might have set in the details stage. Finally, before we hit publish, there are some settings to allow us to customize the output. We can choose to show errors in our Word document. We can choose to show incomplete tasks. We can choose to show any unused citations, and we can choose to include headings and subheadings. I'm going to leave all of those checked on and create the Word document by clicking Publish. And here's the Word document that we're given. You can now see spelling mistakes that weren't highlighted in Writing Helper, and you can use Word to fix those, such as antecedents here. You can also see incomplete tasks in blue. You can see any missing citation data in yellow. The green section here is essentially plagiarism at this point. We've copied and pasted and not paraphrased, summarized, or quoted that author's original work. At the end of our document, we'll see our bibliography as well, which at the moment is in APA, but we can change that bibliography to one of the 12 presets that come with Word, for example, IEEE. And not only does the bibliography itself change, but any inline citations throughout the document will appear in that style as well. There are other tools that you could use like Zotero and other referencing tools to help you apply any one of a huge variety of reference styles. Furthermore, if you go to View and Navigation pane, you can see your document structure here. This structure matches exactly the structure that you created in Writing Helper. If you chose to not include headings and subheadings and incomplete tasks, errors, or unused citations and publish the document, you'll get a much different view. Let me show you that. Here you can see the 2 different documents side by side. On the left we have all of our options checked on. So we have sections and subsection headings, we have all of our incomplete tasks and other errors. We also have any unused citations in the bibliography. On the right hand side, those things are missing, so you're given a much more compact document that may be more in line with what's expected of your final submission. For many users of Writing Helper, the Publish button may only be pressed once. Those users will more likely complete the work as much as possible in Writing Helper. That is, they'll complete the content generation half of their project in Writing Helper, click publish, and then finish the word processing in Word. Other users may prefer to publish drafts or use the publish feature more often as the work develops, because you may be able to identify different issues in the Word document that you didn't see in Writing Helper. Whichever approach works for you is fine. Each user is different and takes a different approach to your work. By separating the content creation from the finessing, Writing Helper allows you to focus only on the things that matter when they matter.